Doesn't it just seem like all of January 2025, February of 2025, once again with President Trump and Vice President Vance and the other president, or should we say King? Who knows? Elon Musk. Anyways, ain't it crazy how this entire time people who willingly, openly, gladly supported, Trump, Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, the conservatives, the Republicans, the rich and the wealthy and the billionaires and the corporations, keep fucking around and finding out, like, whoo, so many of y'all sitting up, oh, he's coming for Medicaid. Wait a minute, but that's how me and my family have health insurance. Yeah, we come closer. We tried to tell y'all, but you thought that it was just going to attack me because I'm intersex and trans. You thought it was just going to attack the black folks. You thought it was just going to attack the Hispanic and the Latinos. You thought it was just going to attack the women. You thought it was just going to attack the LGBTQIA+. Honey, they're coming for everyone. Then you got the VA, the veteran, literally they are contacting veteran affair hospitals, y'all, VA benefits, y'all, telling people they're fired if they don't respond to certain stuff. And then other people didn't even get that option. They just got let go. Mass layoffs. Over 600 jobs taken away in the state of Oklahoma. And yet, Oklahoma overwhelmingly, allegedly, voted for Trump and Vance. 66%. And yet, the largest employer is a federal government job in that state. And obviously, a lot of the jobs that people have throughout the country are federal jobs. And we all know federal jobs, state jobs, government jobs, they typically tend to pay decent to very well, offer really good benefits. And why is he just firing all of you? Firing everybody, firing people from HUD, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Oh, that's right. Affordable housing, Section 8, housing choice voucher. Things that matter to millions of people in this country. Guess President Trump doesn't want you to have that. I mean, Elon Musk, we don't know who's running Putin. We don't know. Doesn't want you to have that. Yeah, it's really sad. Planes. What was it? Planes, trains, and automobiles. No, but for real. Planes are just falling out of the sky. People are dying. Oh, and then you have RFK over health. There's a measles outbreak. That's right. Something that we had eradicated because, people were getting vaccines. Oh, that's right. Y'all think vaccines are bad. Some of you, not all of us, but some of you think it's bad. But now you have viruses and infections and diseases that we had eradicated because of science through vaccines coming back. Oh, it's the 1950s again. Yeah. Oh, and again, you thought it was just going to be my intersex, trans, very much fairy dust, alphabet gang warrior ass suffering. See, the thing is, marginalized people have sadly been putting the sounding alarm on what was to come for years, decades, centuries, really, because if you think about indigenous people, black folks in the USA, so many different groups, LGBTQIA, trans folks, etc., poor people, working class people, disabled people, women have been saying this for centuries. You know, this is not, but that's just it. Nobody really cares about anything until it impacts them. And that's what's so sad, right? Because you would think seeing other people suffer and go without and being denied basic human rights that you have, being denied the same opportunities that you have, and seeing them die and suffer and be persecuted and harmed would bother other people, would scare other people. Like, oh my God, we don't want that to be going on. Let's stop that. That's wrong. No, because a lot of you are selfish. And you're fucking around and you're finding out how being selfish really isn't a good setup. Like, I put it like this. There's a time and a place, and a lot of you have you took an inch of a time and a place and turned it into a mile plus long. Like, y'all do it way too much to the point that people are dying, and also you're dying and you're suffering. And again, he's making all of these moves, right? Right, like his administration is firing everybody, dismantling tax-paying social service programs. Because keep in mind, we all pay taxes for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the U.S. Department of Education, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. We're all paying taxes. Federal, state, local, like your city, your municipality. And that's just some of the taxes. Keep in mind, there's a sales tax, property tax. We're getting taxed out the ass to not be able to afford eggs. Not to mention, it isn't just eggs. It's everything. The cost of living is bad, baby. It's sky high. But it's not just the cost. It's also the fact that we don't, care about society and each other. And we keep allowing the rich and the wealthy to dysregulate programs that we're paying for. That's right. You, your family, your friends, your enemies, your colleagues, the people in your community, including myself. We're the ones paying for these social services through our taxes for the rich and the wealthy to turn around and cut it. And then tell us it's saving money. For who? Because how is it beneficial that we have millions of homeless people? We have people who are living check to check, even though they're working full-time jobs. Working full-time jobs with part-time jobs, with side hustles, and donating plasma. And various other things to try to make ends meet. While paying taxes. On taxes. On taxes. On taxes. Y'all don't want your disabled friends and family members and community members to have rights, to have health care, to survive. You don't want the women and the girls, rather they're cisgendered, intersex, trans, to have rights, opportunities to thrive, health care. You don't want your veterans who, keep in mind, you have a lot of LGBTQIA plus people of color, and women, and lower income people who are veterans and who are active in the military. And then many of them were disbarred and banned because they were trans after serving this sorry ass excuse for a country. But this is nothing new under the sun. I mean, if you go back to the GI Bill, they literally used racial segregation and discrimination to bar black service people, black veterans, from being able to utilize the GI Bills. So, yeah. This is happening. And a lot of people think everything's a joke. Oh, you guys are just fear-mongering. It's not that serious. Oh, you're blowing it out of proportion. Oh, yeah. Yeah, blowing it out of proportion while a lot of people are losing their jobs. The cost of living has actually increased within the first 30 days of having President Trump as the president. Censorship is at an all-time high. It's been an issue. Don't get me wrong. It's been a problem. But you're also probably realizing, wow, I thought we had the U.S. Constitution. Yeah. So let's talk about that in the next video. But maybe sometimes you might want to start listening to people who have been telling you how bad things are. You might want to start caring about others, because it's going to be the people in your community ultimately that are typically going to be the ones that are going to come to help you. You're going to need support. You're going to need resources. A lot of people don't have homes. They can't afford them. A lot of people can't buy groceries. They can't afford them. They're not going to have health insurance. They're not going to have health care. They're not going to be able to get their prescriptions. You have a lot of disabled people who are going to lose a lot. And there's a lot of disabled people. Most of us have pre-existing health conditions, which most of us are not going to have health care if Trump and associates have it their way. And also, it isn't just the Republicans. The Democrats should and can do better. They all can. But they, are. So it's up to who? We, the people, to check and balance, hold people accountable. But how can we, the people, do anything when we are so divided? Meanwhile, none of us are having a good time here. A lot of us in this country are living in absolute hell. A lot of us across the globe, the world, are living in absolute hell. Because we choose to not care about one another. Information is always in the description box below. Hopefully this video can actually get uploaded, because the audio is always janky. So hopefully I can get this uploaded for us. But I'm gonna end this video with this song, because this is kind of what's happening. It's really janky. This came out 10 plus years ago? Literally, Elon is not from here. He's technically an immigrant. This is what Trump is saying. Elon said, that's all I gotta say. I know hopefully this can get uploaded, but if anybody caught the lyrics in the song, you get it. Fucking around and finding out is horrible. And that's wow, curiosity really did kill the cat. I get it now. I get it. It took me to be 32. I get it. But no, seriously, this is real life. I'm scared. I'm very scared. I'm very worried. And yet, it's so weird. Because, this is how I've always been. That's just the best way to put it. So when people try to tell you, oh yeah, but intersex people don't know. No, we're born like this. And trans people are trans. And cis people, or biological people. So none of us are biological? I mean, if you think about it, what is a biological person? So trans people aren't human beings? Intersex people aren't? Anyways, I'm worried. And I've been worried. I've been out here, and I'm about to sound cliche as hell, but I've been out here marching, protesting, rallying, donating time, money, energy, paying it forward, volunteering. I've been doing the work in my community, just like my mom did, my grandparents did, their parents did, their parents did. No, ain't nobody perfect, but it's just crazy to me because we're not productive members of society yet. Okay. Like I said, it's wild out here. You know, the way I deal with things is definitely different than others. And then it can also be very similar to others. But I know the way I talk about stuff, I don't. But I recognize the seriousness in this, and it's bad. I mean, it's bad. But like, again, if you've been watching my videos, I've been talking about this forever. Literally, you go back to like 2013, 2014 on this channel. Go back to 2015, 2016, 2017. I've got a lot of videos. Free game, as y'all like to say. It's free game. It's free information. Check it out if you care. But remember, it's bad out here. And that's how y'all be sounding. Y'all be like, oh, I don't mess with trans people. Right, but you're in everybody's DM. Oh, but y'all shouldn't be able to go to the bathroom. But we're right in your face. Anyways, sorry. This is how I feel. Oh, I said fuck it. I don't like them all low when the money comes. Hey! Clown ass niggas, we should put you in the circus. So there you go. Right? I kind of get my feelings out through writing, video journaling, music, working out, and cooking. Oddly enough. So I have various ways of doing it that are healthier than acting and doing. But, yeah, you know, people thought it was a game. I mean, really thought it was a game. And I'm like, you're literally seeing people around you suffer, and you've been seeing things like that. I guess fat meat ain't greasy to some of us.